All right, I just built this n8n workflow that accomplished three things. Right, it sent this AI-generated lead magnet to capture leads and to send them to their email, like send some free value to their email. If we come over here, add the contact to Go High Level, my CRM, and then notify the sales team through Telegram. These are the three things that it did. This is me showing them, right? So I just got, you have received a soft bid for your roofing company. No, sorry, that's the wrong one. You have a new warm lead. Their name is Patrick Nealand, and their number is 12345678890. They just got a new bid on a roof. Here are the details of the job. Type, single family home. You get the idea. They received an email. Hi, Patrick Nealand. Your soft bid for your roofing project is attached below. Please give us a call if you have any questions. Then we also see the report. They received this report. That is the soft bid. This is the free value that they were expecting. And then this is my Go High Level account on the automation executions. So we see Patrick Nealand, I want a roof at nealandsolutions.com. The contact was created, and the contact information again was sent to the sales team in the Telegram app. So I'll show you how I built it. Okay, we are going to start right here. First, what is a lead magnet? So a lead magnet is some free value that you provide to someone to get them to basically raise their hand and say, hey, I'm interested. So you can start that conversation knowing that somebody is interested in your product, right? So think about a free trial for a software. If somebody uses a free trial, you know as a business, they are interested in that type of solution. Why else would they sign up for a free trial? The execution of the free trial lets them know, hey, they provide solid value. So that's what a lead magnet is. This is an AI-generated lead magnet, so somebody can receive really customized value for them. So the method we're going to use is, there's a few steps. So first, we're going to collect information about the lead and their needs for the specific job. We are going to offer a customized report or quote for them or for their business. Then we are going to send that free customized report straight to their email. Then we're going to add their contact information to a CRM, and then we're going to notify the sales team of all of that information so that when somebody is showing interest, the sales team knows immediately and they can act right away, getting in contact with that lead and making sure that they received all the value that they need to, but also just start working that lead. So the outcome of this type of project is just more engaged leads. So people who know you provide value with their contact information and the information about the job they want to pay you for. So this is a really powerful tool. Alex Hormozy, swears by them. If you need clients, provide free value and then execute the work for money. So how is this typically executed? Well, we're going to start out with just a form. Think about any website that any company has. They might have an ad that directs them to a website. They fill out a form for this lead magnet. For this, you're going to get a free soft bid for a roofing contract, right? I have a house. My roof is getting old. I want to find out how much it costs. This same concept can apply to literally any type of company. If they want free education or a free audit for their business, how can they best leverage AI in their business? How much is a renovation going to cost in my bathroom? All of those types of things. We can collect information and provide free value because AI can analyze their situation and provide that value. We just have to set it up. So we're going to collect all of their information with a form. This is one of the most labor-intensive parts of the project, so I'm just going to walk you through how I made it. But essentially, you can just in n8n create a form trigger. So this is just their built-in form, and you can embed this on any website. And the process is going to be the exact same for any form that you use, whether you use JotForm or Google Forms or some sort of native website form. There are going to be these fields filled out, and we're going to pass those on to the workflow. So That's the trigger that you select. Then you just fill it out, right? You give it a name, you give it a description, then you create the fields that you want to collect. So you want to collect their name, their email address, their phone number, the property address, right? Where is this work going to be completed? And then you have some options where you're getting information about the specific job. And again, this applies to any business. Just be creative with it. This is just a roofing example. But what type of property is this? Is this a single family home, a multifamily home? This informs your sales team. So they know exactly what type of job they're closing, because they're going to speak to, a contractor maybe a little bit differently than, a property manager a little bit differently than a single family homeowner. Now, we get information about the size of the house. We get information, and these are just simple drop-down elements. We get information about the materials used, right? Is it asphalt shingles? Is it a metal roof? Is it a tile roof? Then, what service do you need, right? Is there going to be a complete roof replacement? Maybe there was some hail damage. They just need a completely new roof, or it's just getting old. Or there's a repair or an inspection. Then the age of the roof, right? This is just general information. And as a business owner, you can create whatever information is needed for you to create a good report that you know how to create a good report, right? Any roofer could sit down and say, okay, with all of this information, it's going to cost about this much. We're just having AI do it instead so that it can be done autonomously over thousands of leads that are coming in, so that ad spend we can actually see an ROI on ad spend, or just on traffic in general. So when do you need this work completed, right? On and on. But this is the information that we're completing. So this is the output, right? So next, so I have this pinned because it's a lot of information to fill out a long form, and I don't want to fill it out each time I'm working on it. But our first one is going to be a set fields or edit fields node. So we are going to do manual mapping. We are going to create lead data, a single object, so that we can just easily pass this into ChatGPT or whatever language model you'd like to use. Now we are going to set it as an expression, and we're basically just going to create the mapping of the information to, from the form into a single object, right? So it can be passed to the LLM. Next, I'm going to add the date because I'm going to use it when I am naming the proposal that we sent them or the soft bid that we send them. So we're going to use today's date, and we're going to format it as year, month, day. And that's in the wrong section. We're going to put that right there, and we're going to just put this as date. Perfect. All right. Or maybe, that structure's fine. Obviously, you can change the format however you'd like. Just Google JSON date formats. Anyway, we're going to execute this step. Perfect. We got all of this information. Now, it's yellow because I have this pinned and edited information. But that's no problem. It'll be green for when you execute it. Now, we are going to send this information to a model. We're going to go to OpenAI, message a model. We are going to use one of my keys, right? There are a lot of videos on how to create a credential in n8n, but essentially you just go to platform.openai.com, you create an API key, you copy and paste it in the field when you say create a credential, you just copy and paste it there. Okay, we are going to choose, I've just been using the 4.0 latest. It's, moderately priced, and it does what I need it to. Now, what we're going to do is get the information from that last pass. So, let's see what the problem is here. Reference node doesn't exist. So this is lead data. We can actually just take this put in lead data, and that'll work. Let's see. We'll put this right here. So now we have this prompt. We have the lead data, right? So let's make sure that's running correctly. Why is that presenting like that? That shouldn't be how it is. It should be displaying the information. So let's try that again. All right, let's try this. Perfect. We'll just go ahead and pull all of those in. I'm going to create a long list. Okay. This could definitely be structured better, but this is just showing how this works, that we can send this information. Let's see. Okay. And let's go ahead and just name those, right? So we're going to say name. Oops. Let's go email. Let's go with phone. Address. Property type. We'll go size. Go roof type. One really cool thing that I do when I'm watching these tutorial videos is I just take a screenshot of the file or of what I'm typing out at the end, and then I just copy and paste it into ChatGPT and I say, hey, please put this into text so that I can copy and paste it. I'll also it's just really good at that, so it saves me a lot of time so I don't have to copy and paste so much. Okay, we'll go with service needed. All right, now we can see on the right that the LLM is going to receive the information that we need. So we'll go roof age, go issues, go timeline, and then we'll go additional details. Okay, boom. So we can see over there, none provided, Patrick Nealand, right? This is all the information that we want. So that's what's going to be passed to the LLM. Okay, so now we'll run that. All right, we'll check out what we got. Perfect. We'll go ahead and look at the table, right? So this is in a format we're not used to, but subject, soft bid estimate for roof replacement, Patrick Nealand, Gilbert AZ, to the email. Then there is all of their information, but then it says, thank you for reaching out to us regarding your roofing needs. We truly appreciate the opportunity to work with you at your home located. We understand you are seeking a complete roof replacement for your tile roof due to general wear and tear, and we're here to guide you through every step of the process. So you can see it's this really helpful guide that breaks down the costs associated with it, right? This is real value that's provided up front at no cost to the employees, or no cost to the customer. So when you as a business are reaching out to them, they're like, oh, you're the guys who sent me that really helpful report. So that's the idea behind lead magnets. Anyway, that is the output from ChatGPT. Now is the really exciting part. This is where the automation comes in. All of this could have been done manually, but the rest is not so simple. So let's extract the AI response. So we are going to do another edit fields. Okay. We are going to do manual mapping again. So we are going to get the soft bid text. So we are just going to pull the text right over. Okay, we are going to add another field. We are going to add customer email. Okay, we're going to come back here. Email. This part's not necessary. I just like keeping the data kind of tidy and upfront. I can, in the next node, pull it from that previous node, but this is how I like to do it. Customer name is what we're going to do next. We'll pull that over. Perfect. Now we have the information that we need to send this information. So we will execute this step. It's executing those previous nodes again, but we will go ahead, right? So now we have the soft bid text, the customer email, and the customer name as ready to go variables. I'm going to go ahead and pin these so that each time we run it, it's not executing those over and over again, but we've seen that it works. We're going to edit those fields. Then we are going to copy a blank file with a Google Drive node. So copy a file. Okay, well, that's my Google Drive account. We are going to go from, we are going to get just this template, soft bid template. Let's go. Soft bid template, perfect. So this is just straight up a blank Google Doc. That's all you need. But we're going to copy it, and we are going to give it a specific name. So we are going to name it in our Google Drive a Google Doc. We're going to name it the customer's name, space dash space, and then we are going to use the date. So go back to the form submission, go to the edit fields, and we'll pull in the date. So in my Google Drive, this is how it's going to show up. It's going to show up as Patrick Nealand dash 2026, January 7th. Perfect. So we'll go ahead and execute that step. Now we have copied, oops. What is the problem? Let's see, message model, please unpin message model. The method doesn't work with pinned. Okay, well, let's unpin this guy and try this again. Should take just 1 second. All right, that was all corrected. Now we have copy of file. Okay, so we got the name, we got the ID of the file. And again, this stuff is only yellow because of the pinned information back here. When you execute it at the end, it shouldn't have a problem. And I'll confirm that by filling out the form at the end. Okay, so we've copied the file. Now we are going to update the document. So we're basically just going to add this information to that Google Doc. We're going to add the text to it. So we'll go Google Doc. Okay, we're going to get update a document. So we have the document ID. We have the text. We're just going to insert the text, and we are going to pull the soft bid text, and we're going to put it in our Google Doc. So we'll just execute that step. Again, it's taking a second because it's running through all of those last parameters. It's going through the large language model again. Okay, now we have this new document ID. All right, now we're going to download the file because we want this to be a PDF. Right, it's going to be an attachment in the, let's see, download a file. And we are going to pull the document ID. We're going to download it. We're going to add an option. We are going to Google File Conversion. So we want to add a conversion. When the document is downloaded, we want it to be a PDF. So Google Docs, when they're downloaded, it's going to be a PDF. We're going to execute the step. Annoyingly, it's going to go do all of them again, but we can start building out the other ones. So we want it to do three things. We want it to send the bid to the client via email. We want to have an HTTP request sent to our CRM so that a contact is created. And then we want to notify the sales team. So we're going to go Telegram. Let's see. Send a text message. Okay. We'll set that up in just a second. We are going to go to Gmail. We're going to go send a message. Okay. And then we're going to do one more, and this is going to be an HTTP request. Okay, perfect. We're going to do a post. We're going to go to our high level, and we're going to create, I'm not going to show it because it takes a second, but there are tutorials on how to do it. But you basically just create an automation, use the inbound webhook, and there will be a URL for you. Then we are going to send the body, and we are going to just use JSON. We want to send the information that we created. So we are going to input the information in JSON format. So we want to put full name. So we're going to put full name in there. We are going to, and it's just red because things are pinned. I'll unpin everything at the very end. We want to put the email in there, and we want to put the phone number. Okay, perfect. We'll execute this step. It's going through everything. Let's see, it looks like it failed. Please unpin edit fields. Okay, let's unpin edit fields. I'm not sure why it's giving us trouble, but we'll go ahead and let's set up these other two first real quick. I'm going to put my chat ID. Oops. I'll have to blur that out. Then I will use a text, and I will structure the text message an awful lot like the way we did it before. So we want to put in the type. We want to put in the size, we want to put in the material, we want to put in the issues, we want to put in the timeline, and then the additional details, of course. So let's go ahead and put these in from structured lead data. We'll go ahead and, sorry if you can hear my kids screaming. We'll execute a step and let everything get there. Hopefully this, we'll get some more green nodes here. Okay, perfect. Now we at least have some prior nodes to work with. Edit fields, okay. So we're going to pull in property type. All right, so this is the text message that's going to be sent to our sales team in Telegram, so they know exactly who the lead is, what their phone number is, and a little bit about their job. So we'll go size. It's gonna be square footage. We're gonna go material is the roof type. We're gonna go with issues. We're gonna go with timeline, and you can add all of these if you want to. I just wanted to be more brief with the sales team. Okay, then send a message. Okay, we're just gonna use this Gmail. I'm gonna enter my, and I already showed you that all of this works, so I'm just gonna enter a bogus email just so that I don't have to blur it out later. But essentially this is all you do. You add the subject, you go, let's call it roof quote from General Roofing LLC. And then we'll add the message, and it'll say, thank you for requesting a roof estimate from General Roofing LLC. Your bid is attached below. Okay, now we will go ahead and add an attachment. We'll call it data because that is the name of our binary file that was the output from the download file. Perfect. Now, let's see what this said. Reference node doesn't exist. Now it does. Okay. Let's go through. Let's unpin this guy. Cross our fingers, hope that all of it works. Okay, boom. I'll fill out my name. Okay, we'll call this. We'll do my normal email, but I'll blur it out. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rainbow Road. Gilbert AZ. 5296. 5 to 3,500 square feet. Currently has a tile roof. I live in Arizona. We need a complete roof replacement because this thing is over 20 years old. I am just experiencing general wear and tear. We have pretty good weather here usually. So I'd like it done within a month, and then I will go ahead and submit it. Perfect. Now I really have no idea why these things are yellow. So if you know, comment down below. But boom. We'll check my inbox monitor. You have a new warm lead. Their name is Patrick Nealon, and their number is 123456. If I go to high level, like I showed you, the lead is there. And if I go to my personal email or my work email, I'll go right here. And if I go to my action folder, roofing estimate. This says 7 hours ago. That's just a timing problem with my computer. It's not actually 8:16. It's 11:17. Sorry, it's 1:17. Anyway, this came in. Please give us a call if you have any questions. That is the roofing estimate. So this is a really powerful tool. This is an AI generated lead magnet that can be used for any business to provide free value. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and let me know what you want to see next. If you ever want to work with us, n8n Solutions, we build automations like this for companies to help improve their operations or their administration or their sales, like in this situation. So our website is linked below. I look forward to hearing from you. Bye.